Yo, what is good, everyone? It is OJ here from PlayerEssence.com, and welcome to the long-awaited episode, the return of the Super Smash Bros. Show right here on Player Essence and on PlayerEssence.com. So welcome back, everyone. As you guys all know, Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, and necessarily not for Nintendo 3DS, but the Wii U version is one of my favorite games of all time. And I'm trying to bring this Super Smash Bros. Show obviously to all of my new subscribers since my last one, which was quite a long time ago. I will have it posted maybe on the screen or not, but anyway, it's been a while since I've done my last Super Smash Bros. Show, and I really wanted to put together something good. So we're going to be having a lot of nice topics for today, and the first topic that we're going to get into is obviously the new DLC that's just been released. We have a new stage, the Bayonetta stage. We have a bunch of different Mii outfits and costumes, but the big ticket items are obviously Corrin, the male and female version from Fire Emblem Fates, the game that is coming out in just a couple of weeks for the Nintendo 3DS. And we also have Bayonetta, obviously from Bayonetta 1 and Bayonetta 2. Such amazing characters with such unique movesets and styles. This is probably the best DLC package altogether as far as just my own personal enjoyment from Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. There is a lot of good stuff to say about this as far as what these characters can do, the power that they have, the different play styles. So I'll go ahead and just start off first by saying I do have a 4 Glory video. So as soon as you're done watching the Super Smash Bros. Show, go ahead and check out my 4 Glory video on Bayonetta, and I'll also have a 4 Glory video on Corrin coming up. I just have to practice a little bit, and I'm also in the process of moving and doing other things, so there's a lot of stuff going on, but just be a little bit more patient, guys, and I will definitely have a nice 4 Glory video of Corrin coming up. So I did want to talk just briefly on Bayonetta because I've used her a lot, and Bayonetta is a very technical character. There's some Ryu type stuff that you can do in the air with their afterburner kick, which can also combo up. There's some crazy things you can do off the top, basically like Zero Suit Samus style. She's very combo heavy. Her jabs, her air jabs can also, or fairs can also go into combos. Her afterburner kick, which is the heel slide on the ground, can combo into a witch twist and multiple afterburner kicks in the air. Also back airs, jabs. There's just so much different stuff that you can do with Bayonetta. She has a good mid-range game with her guns. If you charge them up, you can make the enemy flinch. If you just hold down the A button, just like in Bayonetta on the Wii U, on the Xbox 60 or PS3, she'll shoot her guns afterwards. Same goes with their air movements. So she's really faithful to the source material, and she's really fun to use, and she's super powerful. Her dodges and her witch time stuff is really cool. You can really just do the witch time and get someone good, and they're slowed down, and you can just smash them into the air. The higher percentage of their damage, the more stun and slow down that they have, and you can just get an easy smash. So Bayonetta is really good. I really do like her. I haven't used Corrin as much as I would like to yet, but from everything that I've seen from him and from what I've seen other people play with Corrin, he's definitely good. Both of these characters, in my opinion, are higher tiered characters. They're definitely nothing lower than a middle tier, and they're definitely higher tier. I think they're definitely better than what most people consider the middle tier, which is a Pit or Peach, Yoshi, somewhere in that range. I definitely think these characters are better than those. So that's good. That's good that we're adding more high-tiered characters to the competitive formula, and just for more fun and enjoyment of the game. So those are my thoughts on the recent Super Smash Bros. For Wii U DLC. Next, I want to move into a topic that's actually kind of getting me a little bit annoyed, because you have someone in the Smash community, which is ZeRo, who wins a lot. And obviously, you're going to have haters no matter what. No matter how much you win, you're going to have haters no matter what you do. Especially when you achieve what he's achieved, there's going to be people who try to discredit your ability, try to discredit your skill. But it's getting to the point to where it's ridiculous, to where it's spreading obviously to his very popular YouTube page, where he has over about 150,000 subscribers, but also on the Smash boards, where people are just saying, well, ZeRo wins because he uses Sheik. It's funny because I don't know if any of these people that say this actually go to tournaments, because if you go to a tournament, there's a million people using Sheik, and there's a lot of people who used to use Sheik, and then she got nerfed, and then they said, oh, well, let me pick up a different character because Sheik has trouble killing, or you have to guess on 50-50s after down throw, or sometimes when the percentage gets too high because you don't get them, she just can't kill anyone, and you have to do these ridiculous things off stage to try to kill people. And that's the problem. And obviously you combine that with her being light, but she's definitely top tier, which we're going to get to as far as the official tier list, the Smash 4 backroom tier list. That's going to be something that we talk about, which is voted on by a lot of the top players. But ZeRo is good because he's an amazing player. And because he's really good. That's the reason why ZeRo wins. He takes the characters that fits his playstyle the most, and you can talk about his playstyle, what he likes to do, what he doesn't like to do, whatever, but the fact is that there's nobody that can use Diddy and use Sheik as well as he can. I mean, if he was only winning because he was using Sheik, then why does he switch to Diddy and beat Mr. R 3-0 at EVO, basically, and also again at Genesis 3? Why does he beat Mr. R, who is easily considered a top 3 Sheik in the world? Easily considered one of the top Sheiks in the world. Top 3, easily. And he's using Sheik, so is there a reason why ZeRo can pick Diddy and beat him? And Diddy is dropped on the tier list. Diddy, most characters will, or most players will say that Diddy is not on the level of Sheik, which would be top tier, S tier. And he can use Diddy and win. So I think that's the thing that people need to realize, is that he studies the game. I mean, he knows the game. What I would like to see is every top player pick up Sheik and try to use Sheik in tournament and see how far that they get. I mean, if Sheik is so easy to use and if he's only winning because of Sheik, well, why can you not just pick Sheik and win every single tournament? Then that's the thing. There's a lot of good characters in Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, and just being Sheik isn't the only reason why he wins. And I'm not just saying that because I'm also a Sheik main. I'm saying that because it's the truth. ZeRo is really just that good. Plus, we've seen Mr. R lose to other characters as far as from the patches. I mean, they've made Meta Knight a lot better. Leo's beat Mr. R, and he's a really good Sheik. False is one of the best Sheiks around there, and he's lost to other people. There's lots of Sheiks out there that can lose. ZeRo just happens to be the best skilled player, and he happens to use Sheik and he happens to use Diddy. So I just find it funny when people just try to say, oh, well, he uses Sheik, that's the reason why he wins, which is, I mean, not the case at all, because he's obviously beat the highest tiered Sheiks, or the best playered Sheiks, with his Diddy, and Diddy is below on the, as far as between Sheik and Diddy. Obviously Diddy's not as good as a character anymore after they nerfed the hoo-ha. So I don't understand. I don't really understand this. I mean, I think most players, people who play the game, know this already, that ZeRo's just that good, but I just see a lot of comments from people, a lot of the Smash community, where people are really giving ZeRo a lot of crap for it, like on Smash boards or on his own channel, and just say, oh, well, he just needle camps, or he just, just does this. I mean, it's ridiculous. Using Sheik definitely takes, I mean, Sheik is an easy character to pick up, but it takes a lot of skill to get those confirmed kills. It takes a lot of patience to use Sheik, because you do have to rack up quite a bit of damage and go off stage and make 50-50 guesses and things like that to get those kills. And then if you're fighting against a heavier character like Ryu, that can be tough. A Ryu versus Sheik matchup is very tough for Sheik, in my opinion. So yeah, that's just my thoughts on it. What do you guys think? Obviously, I know a lot of you guys might think one way or another, but I would like to hear you guys' thoughts on that. So let's go ahead. We're going to move on to the last topic here, and that is the official Smash 4 backroom tier list. So this tier list was actually voted on by some of the top players. There was one notable admission though. ZeRo did not vote on it because he said that it's too early, but I will go over some of the top players who did vote on this. So they basically, here was the procedure. I'll go ahead and read it. They said, in late December 2015, 4BR members were asked to distribute all 56 released characters across 20 tiers with no differentiation within the same tier. Voters could place gaps wherever they wanted, and there were no restrictions on the amount of characters in the same group. They had to assume play under the patch. This is 1.13, so there's a new patch out that actually has some changes, and I think we should probably get into that too. But anyway, with no custom moves allowed, while Mii's had to be considered with their 1-1-1-1, or so their default move set, in accordance with tournament reality and the biggest events. So 4BR at this moment has no official stance or recommendation on the rule set matters. We agreed to let voting run until after Genesis 3, which was the biggest Smash Bros tournament of all time in my opinion, which would Smash Bros 4, Super Smash Bros 4 Wii U tournament, which would hopefully provide us with insights into especially the more recent additions to the cast, most notably Cloud. During the voting process, there was a separate topic for reasoning and discussion. We also asked a small group of non-members to submit a vote in order to involve more people at the forefront of the metagame. We ended up with 53 votes, of which 34 were American and 19 were international. So I'm just going to go over some of the people who voted on this, some of the notable ones. So we have DeBuzz, who's the top Rosalina player in the world, one of the top players in the world. We have D1, obviously very popular commentator. We have False, one of the best Sheiks out there. We have Void, also one of the best Sheiks, made it to top 8 at Genesis 3. We have K9, one of the up-and-comers in the SoCal region. I'm pretty sure, I might be wrong, but I think that's him. We have Mr. R, obviously one of the top Sheiks in the world. We have Nakat, one of the top players. Nick Riddle, one of the top ZeRo Suit Samuses. Seagull Joe, one of the top Sonic players. Also one of the guys to beat ZeRo, break his streak as far as in tournament, as far as beating him. Trella, one of the best Ryu users. Who else do we have? We have quite a number of people here. So like I said, 6WX, also one of the best Sonic players out there. So a lot of good players. Foe was also on there, GameWorks Foe. So definitely a very credible list of people who voted on this. Wish ZeRo would have voted, but whatever. You know, he said that it's too early. So patch 1.14 is out. There isn't a ton of changes, but there is some changes to like Roy and Lucina, Martha, Fire Emblem characters, make them a little bit better and stuff like that. So I think Bowser got a little bit of nerf. Also Sheik and ZeRo Suit and Rosalina, all of them got lower their weight. All of them dropped a little bit in weight, so they're easier to knock out, just slightly. So yeah, all the S tiers basically. So let's go over this list, which you guys are seeing right now. We're going to start with the S tiers. Obviously, the S tiers here, I think I would agree with them. Number 1 is Sheik as the top player in the game. That would be the top tier S. ZeRo Suit Samus would be number 2. Rosalina would be number 3 as far as the S tier. 3 S tiers, that's pretty good. Better than the Melee one, which only has Fox as the S tier. So not bad there. High tier, so this is very good. Obviously they have it as listed as A. So Ryu, I agree with this. Ryu is very good. He can kill very early and he's heavy, and also his fair and his aerial movements, actually some of them actually beat out Sheik, I think, as far as frame data goes. And they're meaty and they just hurt when he hits you. Ryu is a powerhouse, and I definitely agree. I mean, I might even put him in the S tier, but you know, hey, I think he's good right there at 4. Pikachu, obviously very combo heavy, great recovery, can really get people off stage, has a good neutral game. So definitely agree with Pikachu, rounding out the top 5 there. Sonic is an interesting pick there, just because of the nerfed back throw, and I don't know if they ever did anything to, like, in addition to make him better. So I don't know about Sonic there, but Sonic is strong, has great combos, can do a lot of damage. Can't stand Sonic's playstyle, but he's there at 6. Next we have Fox, which is good. I think this being here with Fox, a lot of people thought that he would be worse without his jab lock combo, but he's actually might be better without it, just because his jab connects all of them. He's very solid, has a great recovery. Obviously sometimes people can gimp it, but he does have a really good recovery. Great neutral game, great dash attack, good tilts, can combo, very fast, can rack up the damage, can really rack it up. So I'm a big Fox user myself. He's my secondary. So yeah, I agree with Fox there. Mario, and right after that, so Mario is obviously amazing, very balanced, up smash, has the invincibility on his head, can kill people, good balance and weight, recovery is okay, definitely great frame data on the jab and stuff like that, great back airs. You can auto cancel the up air, a lot of combos, up tilt combo, that low percentages. So yeah, definitely agree. Diddy underneath Mario, which people would probably never think would happen, especially when the game first launched. But yeah, I mean, it just shows that they really balance things out there. But Diddy would probably have been S tier, obviously, last year before the hoo-ha nerf. But yeah, he's still top. Meta Knight, and I think Meta Knight has probably gotten the biggest gains just because of guys like Leo and who was the Japanese? There's another Japanese player that picked up, I think Abadongo. Yeah, Abadongo picked up Meta Knight and really been doing good. And obviously Meta Knight can kill really early with his up strings, his up tilt strings in the air, then to up Bs and just killing people off the top of the stage. So I agree with that there. Next, we have Villager, which is interesting. I think Renai really showed people what Villager can do. There's not many Villagers as far as the United States go, but I know that Renai just proved that Villager is an amazing character. Cloud, would have Cloud above. I think I would have Cloud above Villager, but Cloud's still very good. And this is in the B tier. Starting with the Villager and Ness. Obviously, Ness is very good. Ness has great neutral game. Ness can absorb energy projectiles, recover health, has his PK Fire, has his PK Thunder, and obviously his back throw kills very early. Like he can be a Sheik stopper if you get Sheik to about 70 to 80 and just get those back throws. So let's go to the middle tier here. We're going to speed things up just a little bit. So we have Captain Falcon, which was interesting. But yeah, the C tier, Yoshi. So those are only two in the C tier. So in the D, we have Luigi, Dark Pit, Princess Peach, Rob, Wario, Toon Link, and Lucario. And that's an interesting list there. Obviously, I agree with Dark Pit being above Pit just because of some of the changes that they've made with his Electro Fist, the angle. And Luigi, I mean, that's interesting because I would have put Luigi up in the B tier, but I guess maybe after the nerf, they really said Luigi's just nowhere near as good. But Luigi used to. I would think Luigi used to be in the B or A tier before then. Let's move on to the E middle tier. But look at all these middle tiers, guys. This is a lot of great middle tiers for people to use, and the S tiers are the high tiers, or sorry, and the high tiers, the A and B. So the E tier, we have Olimar. I hate Olimar. Greninja, Ike, Donkey Kong, Mega Man, Pac-Man, Bowser, and Robin. So that's good. I think a lot of these characters have moved up since some of the patches. I think a lot of people thought that maybe these were lower tiered characters, but they're all middle tier. So it just shows that you can use them and get some work done. And here we have the lower tier, which Roy is lower tier below Robin. And that's tough. That's tough. But, you know, he is low tier according to this. And then Kirby, which has gotten a lot of buffs, so Kirby's still low tier. Bowser Jr. agree with. Game & Watch way too light. Lucas, yeah, Lucas is a bit wonky. Mewtwo, I would put Mewtwo lower, but Mewtwo does have a couple. He has an up throw kill, has a back throw kill, and he's pretty strong. Has some nice tools, but Mewtwo is just, he's a weird character. And projectile that can kill too. Falco, yeah, Falco's just a bit slow, so yeah, I can see that. Wii Fit Trainer, obviously low tier. Shulk, agree with that. Shulk's not a very good character. Marth, you know, man, those tippers can really do work, but spacing them is hard. Link, yep, agree. Duck Hunt, yee. I remember the 3DS days, people thought Duck Hunt was good. Little Mac, yeah, Little Mac just gets destroyed. I mean, a lot of this is just determined by Sheik, like what Sheik, Zero Suit, Rosalina, and Luma, what the higher tiers can do to these people. And I mean, Little Mac just gets destroyed by Sheik or anybody that really has an offstage game. Dr. Mario, yeah, obviously the speed factor is what brings Dr. Mario down. Same goes for the bottom tiers here. So we're moving on. H, I, and J. So H, King DDD, obviously really low tiered. Lucina, yep. I think she probably moved up because some people thought that she was probably the worst in the game. So she's moved up. In the Mii Brawler, then we have Charizard, and then Palutena, which, yeah, I mean, I use Palutena. She's actually my third, believe it or not. I know how to use her, but she definitely is a low tier, but I still like her. I mean, I can use her. I definitely can't beat anybody really good with her, but I mean, like when I play like locals, I'll use her in like the first rounds and I'll win. So, I mean, but that's locals. But anyway, next we're moving on to J. We have Samus. Yeah, Samus is not good. Mii Gunner. Mii Sword Fighter, yeah, they both suck too. Ganondorf's horrible. He's real strong. He can kill Sheik like at 40 or 50, but he's horrible. It's if you can catch Sheik. And then yeah, Jigglypuff stinks. Hungry Box. Press 1 if you feel bad for Hungry Box here. And then you also have Zelda. So they're saying Zelda is the worst character in the game, and I have to agree. Back when she can turn into Sheik, she might have been the best character, or one of the better characters. But now, yeah, she's pretty bad. So that is the official Smash 4 backroom tier list. Like I said, that was voted on by some of the best players. Also community votes. Let me know what you guys think about this tier list here. I would love to hear your thoughts. All right, so I think that basically wraps it up for this Super Smash Bros. Show, this return. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for watching, all of my new subscribers and anybody else who subscribes. And speaking of subscribing, if you are someone new, please hit that subscribe button, because right here on PlayerEssence, you're going to get a variety of cool Nintendo shows, lots of different news videos, lots of informative stuff. Plus, we got a lot of interesting giveaways and debates and other crazy stuff that we're going to be doing in 2016. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button while you're here. Also hit that like button while you're at it. It helps me spread our content. PlayerEssence spread our content across YouTube. So I really would appreciate it if you guys hit that like button. And like always, check out the description below. There I'll have links to all of the articles that I talked about today, including PlayerEssence.com, to where you can get all your news, reviews, trailers, tips, and tricks. All right, so that wraps it up, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you for the next Super Smash Bros. Show. Peace.